Hi YouTube, so I'm here to do my week 21 update since gastric bypass surgery. And last week I was 291.2 and this week I'm 288. And I'm really excited about that because that's 3.2 pounds. So let's see, that's a total since surgery of 83 pounds. And on Friday I will be 5 months out. So I'm really happy with, in 5 months, I've lost 83 pounds. Like I've said before, I've never in my life lost this much weight at one time. And if you add up the weight I lost pre-surgery, I lost 25 pounds. So I've lost a total of 108 pounds. And I forgot to say last week, like, my total amount of weight I've lost. And because last week was when I broke the 100 mark, because in week 19 I was really close. I think I was only like 0.8 or something away. It was something like really close. So, and I know like in the YouTube world, when we hit the 100 marker, we usually do a dance, and I will probably make a separate video for that. So I'm really like 108 pounds. Like who would have ever thought that I would have been able to do that? Like it's like inspiring just to think about, you know, where I came from and where I am now. Sometimes, you know, I really get down on myself and I'm like, well, oh, I ate too much, or oh, I ate the wrong thing, or, you know, just, or oh, I wish I could eat, you know. And then I think about, you've lost 108 pounds, you know, that is amazing. I remember before surgery, when I was doing the pre-op diet, I thought I would never lose, you know, enough weight to be able to have this surgery. And then I thought, oh, I'm not gonna lose weight fast enough, or, you know, and there's all these doubts that come along. And I'm kind of learning that I really have to stay positive to kind of motivate myself, because the more down I get on myself, the more I feel like I start to think about food. Because when you're sad or you're depressed, you want to eat. You want to turn to something that's going to be comforting and relaxing. And I feel like the more like positive and upbeat I can be, the better. So I'm trying. I mean, there are days, I'm not gonna lie, that I am down and I'm depressed and I'm sad, or I feel bad because I ate something I shouldn't have, or I ate too much of something. And I just I try my best to turn it around, because I'm like, for example, like I think about, oh, well, you know, before surgery I would have eaten this much, but look how much, even though I did overeat a little bit, like look how much like less in comparison. And I think that alone is a win, because I remember those times when I would be sitting overeating, I would think, I'm never going to be able to stop. I'm never going to be able to just eat a normal meal. I'm never, you know, I remember feeling those and thinking those thoughts in my mind, that I was never going to be able to control the amount of food I eat. And granted, I may not be able to completely control it like 100% the way I want to now, but from where I've been to where I am now, it's an amazing transformation. To even like think about like the amounts of food I ate before, and to like think and about eating them now, I just like, I'm like, I couldn't do it. Your stomach wouldn't, you know, allow you to do that. So I think that sometimes we're our biggest inspiration. You know, people around us can inspire us, but I think we can also inspire ourselves, because like I say, I remember, you know, sitting in the chair and feeling like I was never going to be able to stop overeating, like ever, and like this was all life was ever going to be for me. And I don't feel like I've broken free of it completely, but, you know, it's inspiring to see how far I've come. So definitely, if you can, when you're having a bad day or you're feeling bad about eating something you shouldn't have, think about where you were and think about where you are now. You know, and even if you haven't had surgery yet or you're just losing the weight on your own, think about 6 months ago, you know, because there will be a difference. And being positive really does help. So this past week, my plan was over spring break here to organize my closet, and I had talked a little bit about that in my emotional eating video, and I did half of my closet. I didn't do the whole thing, and mainly because going through my closet, I saw some things that still fit, that were kind of a little big, but that weren't at the point of like looking bad. Like I had some stuff that was so big, like it was at the point that it looked bad and unprofessional and just not good. So I knew it was time to get rid of those things. But like this shirt I'm wearing, like it's big, but it doesn't look bad yet. So the things that were too big, I took to my support group, and it was kind of hard because like on the way to the support group, I was like, well, you know, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to keep it, because you know, like you're kind of like turning the page and turning the chapter in your life, and you're wanting to hold on to that fat girl, but you're wanting to grab that skinny girl. And it was very like, you know, it was pretty awesome to be able to just give those things away and be like, okay, you're done with that part. You're done with that part of your life, you know, and you're on to the next chapter. And that next chapter is always scary, but as me and my friends say, sometimes you just gotta put your big girl panties on and do it. So and I had a lot of anxiety going into doing the closet, and as I did it, like it wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be. Like it was fun trying on the stuff and like seeing things that just kind of like fell off of me, like literally just fell off. It was inspiring. It really was, because I was just like, wow. You know, I've always usually gotten stretchy clothes to eat, so to even see like those stretchy clothes just like fall off, you know, it's pretty awesome. It's the best way to describe it. But I was gonna say about your support groups, if your support group doesn't have a clothing exchange, definitely, you know, try to talk to them about it and see if they can start something like that, because you're giving it to a good cause. You're giving it to people that, you know, need the clothes, and also then you might find something that fits you, because going through this journey, you're gonna spend a lot of money on clothes, and you hate to spend a lot of money on clothes, but then you aren't wearing them for that long. So I think the clothing exchange really helps, because you're helping out your fellow like weight loss people. So definitely the worst they can say is no, so ask them about that. I've actually gotten some pretty cute stuff from my support group. Yeah, there's been some cute stuff. And you know, if stuff doesn't fit you, you can always take it, you know, and have that be your goal outfit. There was actually one dress that I took that I don't fit into yet, but it's super cute, so it's like my goal dress. But, and if not, and there was, of course, there's usually a lot that I can't fit into, but I'm like, I don't take a whole lot I can't fit into at the moment. Everything else besides that dress that I've taken has fit, so because I'm like, oh well, next month, you know, there will be more, so then I'll be able to get some more of different sizes. So but that's pretty much all that's gone on this week. Like, I feel like I've eaten pretty good. Granted, there was a couple times where I could have done better, but I mean, all in all, I feel like I'm doing good. I mean, 3.2 pounds, you know, that's not shabby at all. And I'm sticking with my exercise. My goal is has been to do 5 times a week and then 2 days off. And those 5 days a week, like, as long as I'm doing something, like a couple days I rode my exercise bike, a couple days I went to water aerobics. So as long as I'm doing something and moving. And I've also just added in little things like climbing the stairs instead of doing the elevator, or walking some way the longer way and not the shortcut way. And that one's hard because sometimes when you're tired or you just don't want to. But, you know, going that couple extra steps, it may not seem like a lot, but over time it does add up. And hey, that could be another pound you lose, right? So that, I believe, is everything that's happened this week. And I hope that everybody is having a good week and trying their best to stay inspired on this journey. I know it's definitely a bumpy road, and that's why I'm so blessed to have some great people in the weight loss community here on YouTube to help support me, and, you know, when I'm down, can turn to them, and, you know, vice versa. So I'm really glad that I started doing these videos. Granted, it took me, like, I wanted to make them for so long, and I was just like, oh, nobody's gonna want to watch, nobody's gonna, you know, people are gonna just make nasty comments. But I'm glad I've done this because I can look back on my videos and I can personally see the difference myself. And so, like, just seeing that alone, and then having the support of great people that know what I'm going through and can actually, you know, be there for me because they know what you're going through, then, you know, I'm so thankful for that. So anyway, I hope you all have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.